Hello, everyone. General Hangerney back. As you can imagine, this is kind of a weird time for all of us, but particularly for people who are trying to plan an event, an international event, as Panzer King and I are. So we've put a lot of work into this, and um, we've got prizes, we've got the medals, we've got everything. We're all ready to go. And then, of course, this pandemic thing comes up, this coronavirus thing. And um, I can tell you right now, we're going to go ahead with our event after much discussion. We've discussed it with all of the players involved, and we've discussed it a lot between ourselves. And we don't know what the right thing to do is. We don't know what the wrong thing to do is. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to hold the event. We don't think that everybody's going to be able to make it, though. I know Rank Carcass isn't going to be able to make it. His uh, his his employment, what he does for a living, um, he's not allowed to travel. It's uh, it's kind of sensitive. I don't want to tell you what he does for a living, but he let's just say he has to stay in good health, and so they don't let the people who work there take chances or take risks, and so he's not going to be able to make it. Um, we're looking at the border probably closing down this week, but we don't know for sure. The Canadian Prime Minister has said that it's likely that or at least that he's thinking about closing the border down, and that's to everybody, right? Um, but that would affect the four participants that we have coming from the United States. Uh, he would close the border to all but essential travel, and I don't think he could say that our game is essential. Although I was talking with Madman Dan yesterday, and we were playing the game, and he goes, "What? We're fighting a war here. You don't think that's essential?" So yeah, we can laugh at little things like that right now, but really though, we don't know that they're going to be able to make it, and um, it's probably not. They're probably not going to be able to make it, and even if the border is not closed down, they still have other considerations, right? Like if they come here and the border gets closed while they're here, then what do they do, right? They're kind of screwed. Or like what is their employment situation like? I know if I was to travel, uh, and then I came back to BC here, I'm under a mandatory quarantine for 2 weeks. So I have to look at, can I take that much time off, right? And they're probably in the same boat. Most of them. I know one of the guys isn't. He can work from home, but the other guys aren't like that. If they come up here and assuming that they can get across the border and get across the border to go home again, then it's quite possible that they could be quarantined as well, just because they crossed borders. And like I'm not going to criticize that because none of us really know for sure if that's the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do. If we're going to err, we should probably all err on the side of caution. What I could tell you is that up here, uh, there's been no confirmed cases in the northern region here. Um, Very low risk here in Prince George at this time. Okay, so like in other parts of the province, I think yesterday there was like 84 cases, and none of them were in the Northern Health Region. I think there's 5 health regions in BC. In our region, there was no confirmed cases, so it's relatively safe up here. So, talking to other competitors today, and they're talking to their employers. Well, what if I go up there to Canada and I come back and you all got it, but I don't? Like that could happen. I mean, I'm off work for the next week. I mean, they could all get it at work and I didn't, right? Or it could be the other way around. Like none of us know. We not like I said, none of us know what the right thing to do is. None of us know what the wrong thing to do is. And so, one thing that we're certain of is that we're relatively safe up here, and that we would hate to invite people to come here, um, and and then like them buy the plane tickets and everything, and then us tell them, no, you can't come now. Like we would tell them that if the it wasn't safe up here, but that's not the case, right? So we are going to go ahead, and they're welcome to come if they can make it. If they can't make it, then we certainly understand. And um, it's not just that if the border closes or not. Like we understand under any case, right? Like if you just don't feel comfortable making it, then we understand that too. Um, it has nothing to do with hype or overreaction or anything like that. Like we all have to decide for ourselves what our situation is. Like our families and stuff. Do we have people that we're close to that would be susceptible? And so, should we, as individuals, take more precautions or less precautions? Right? Like some people don't have anybody in their lives that are at risk. In those high risk groups, and so. That's not much of a consideration. Like, okay, I might get sick or something, right? But we do have to think about others, and some people, like if that's their only consideration is that they probably shouldn't, then we're good with that. Like we're not going to think any less of anybody that doesn't show up. Um, we don't even know if we're doing the right thing. So what we do know though is that we're going to go ahead with the full thing, and we're going to give out prizes and to the people that show up, and we're going to give out medals and stuff like that. Like we talked about postponing it, and like just playing the game, but postponing the rest. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead with everything. And I can tell you right now, like if you can't make it, let's say we all know who we were supposed to play. So if you were supposed to play Germany, and Germany comes in first place, we're going to send you a first place medal because it's not your fault that you couldn't make it. This is beyond all of our control. So we're going to send you a prize. We're going to send you your medal, and we're going to put your name on the trophy. If that's the case, and hopefully you are able to make it next year and defend your your well-earned victory, right? um, because we don't know what else to do. We don't want to exclude people, and we certainly don't want to go on YouTube and look like we're having a great time and look at all the medals we got and everything, and you couldn't be here, and it was beyond your control. So we're hoping you make it, and we understand if you can't, and we're just going to do our best to make you feel like you're a part of it. I know that if you can't make it, you're definitely going to be tuning in on YouTube. And now that we've given you um, this incentive that like you could still win this thing, then you know who you're cheering for, right? You'd be cheering for that. What are you doing? No, don't roll the dice like that, or no, 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 attack the other way. You get on the phone, tell that guy, yeah, whatever. So um, we'll be thinking about you anyway. We're definitely going to be thinking about you as we are right now, and we're just we don't, like I said, we don't know what to do, but we're just going to do our best, and we'll have fun with the people that are here, and we'll certainly toast to you if you weren't able to make it, and yeah, hopefully if you can't make it this time, then you can make it next time. So Um, if you want to see the medals and stuff, Panzer King put out a video the other day with the medals and the trophy on there. This holy crap is really really nice stuff. So go to his channel, Panzer King. Just type it in there if you're not already subscribed. So go over there and subscribe and check out the video with the medals on it. And I think he's going to have more videos coming up in the next week, right? I know I will because I'm off work now, and so I've got some more time. Um, I'd like to do some kind of rules videos and stuff like that, but we're still trying to get the rules fixed right. Making sure that we got the right information and everything. I don't want to pass on the wrong information and do that. I've got a game set up right now, so I might play a little bit of that and then show you what it looks like and everything. It's been really interesting, I can tell you that. Um, but the reason we did that, play the game ahead of time, is, and we could see that it's been a good idea, is because we had a lot of questions about the rules, right? We knew how to play V2, and even then we had questions because it's such a big game, right? But now we got a lot of questions like, well, okay, well, I remember what I used to do, but what do I do now with this? So we're getting a lot of as much of that stuff figured out as we can, and hopefully we'll be mostly ready next weekend. We know though, with the game being new, that you're not going to be as ready, and we're not going to be as ready, and we're just going to have a good time anyway, and Forrest Gump our way through it, right? Anyway, so this has been update number 4, I guess, right? From the spring offensive in Prince George, British Columbia. So take care, everyone. General Hand Grenade out.